Alright, we're going to be watching Void playing Kiriko on Shambali. This is what they said. New Overwatch 2 player, looking for someone to tell me what mistakes are and what I can improve. Hey guys, I'm new to Overwatch and I just started playing about 2 weeks ago on the Switch. I recently started doing rank match. I totally forgot that Overwatch is available on the Switch. And I'm feeling the massive skill gap differences between quick play and rank. I'm playing Kiriko and I'm struggling with what my priority should be during big team fights, like should I be helping damage my tank's targets or just focus on healing them. I'm also having trouble when my team spreads out, which makes it difficult for me to heal them. At that point, I don't know whether I should just ignore them and prioritize my tank or I should give them my position teleport to help them. Lastly, I'm also having a difficult time when I'm getting rushed down by the other team. Either their tanks are targeting me and rushing me, or when flankers try to pick me off, I always ping any flankers I see, but usually my team ignores me and I'm forced to retreat to safety to save myself, which usually gets my team overwhelmed. In these situations, what should I do? Okay, so for starters, the fact that this is on Switch, which I feel like is probably the lowest pop of the consoles, means that and the fact that you're very new to the game, you're already in Diamond, I'm going to guess this is probably going to look like a mid to upper bronze game. So if you're looking at other videos, right, for like gameplay, I would encourage you to actually look at probably like high bronze, low silver for like comparable gameplay for you to improve upon versus looking at Diamond Kiriko gameplay on PC, which will look like a completely different game based on what is possible for you to do on the Switch. So just as an advanced notice. But for now, let's start. I would say my overall advice in Kiriko is you don't need to do damage, okay? It is possible for you to rank up by doing damage. I think the vast majority of players are not good at doing damage. If you have really, really good aim, you probably don't play support. That's just likely. It doesn't mean the supports don't require aim, but if you're really good at aiming, you probably didn't pick support. So typically support characters or players who play support are not ones who are like, hey, I have like godlike aim. They're like, look, I just want to be there and protect my team, etc. And I think that fits well with the Kiriko style, okay? I would say basically be healing all the time, keep teammates alive, use Swift Step and Suzu, keep yourself alive. And if you do that, you can absolutely carry games, for sure. You don't have to kill people to carry games. Just keeping your teammates alive is good. So for starters, I don't know what the heck is going on right here. Your team is playing very, very close, which is okay, I suppose, since you're playing Ryan after all, but this is going to get pretty rough pretty soon, because this is just a really hard spot to hold because you're right outside the spawn door. I think attacking right here is okay. You see your Sombra's low, I would start healing. Yep. So one thing that's really important is to start healing ahead of time, because of the travel time of your Afudas, right, the little paper slips, is it takes time to actually get to them. So right around here, I would say I already start healing. And then by the time it reaches, right, by the time it reaches them, they'll get healed. So my time is a little bit off, but you understand what I mean. Yeah, just keep healing your Ryan here. Most important thing is like you're ultimately gonna lose here when either somebody gets picked, like your Junkrat gets picked, or your Ryan runs out of health. Your Ryan's trying to back up because you're down a junk, which is okay. So you notice how you're getting like a little too attack happy. Like it's fine when everybody's full, but now that your Ryan is like losing a third of his health, you really want to heal that up. That last third makes a big difference because it's armor. And armor takes less damage, 30% less damage than health. So healing the last 100 of his health is actually more important than the first 100 of his health, excluding the fact that he would die otherwise. Right? It's very important to keep people topped off. Right, good kill on Hanzo. Again, you should know. All right, so just a lot of things kind of go wrong here. Alright, you're gonna kill the Hanzo. Great. Okay, so this charge happens. So number one, you could just walk away, right? The Ryan can't turn like a 90-degree turn and come get you. So that's probably the easiest thing, is I would just back away while healing my Ryan. Okay? If you don't want to do that, number two is you can also use Suzu here, right? To make sure that you don't get grabbed. So when he gets to here, Suzu the ground, right? And then neither you nor the Moira will get grabbed by this. Number three is that you could have Swift Step to your Ryan once it was very clear that their Ryan was not trying to go to the left. But I think the safest, best option would have been to simply just walk out of the way and wait for the Ryan charge. So you get bumped by this and then slept, and now you're in big trouble. Now you should Suzu the ground right away. Alright, you Swift Step first, which I don't think is the right call. You easily could. Swift Step actually has like a wind up time. You easily could have died right there, and frankly, I think you should have. I think the Ryan missed the swing on you. Alright, 1, 2. No, I guess he lands it. He missed the fire strike cancel, which would have killed you for sure. But you should have Suzu. Okay, so you saw again, the Sombra come back, you should see that your Moira is healing the Rein, so you have a second to heal up your Sombra. Okay, it's very important to keep DPS topped up as well. In a lineup where you're running Moira Kiriko, the Moira is the one who's going to be pocketing your tank the whole time. You're the one in charge of keeping the DPS up. Why? Well, the Moira is a short-ranged healer, and she does a lot of healing. She does more healing than any of those supports in the game. So it's very easy for her to keep a tank up. It's much harder for her to hit people on the, or heal people on the edges, like here, right? You have to run all the way over here to go heal and then run back to the Rein. You have a much longer ranged heal, and your healing tracks, so you don't have to aim nearly as much to heal your supports. So definitely your job to heal the Sombra. You saw her and heard her teleport back to you. By the way, even on the Switch, make sure you have like earbuds in so you can actually hear directional sound. Right, you see how your Sombra needs to walk in front of you to get healing? You don't want that to happen. Alright, Ren charges in. So I recognize, hey, this is a bad charge by the Rein. I'm thinking I might need to Swift Step here and Suzu to save, right? Or, alternatively, I'm just going to run up and Suzu. Because you don't really want to Swift Step in with the Rein on top of him like that. But definitely, for sure, what you're doing right now is a mistake where you're backing up. Your Rein is about to be in a lot of trouble. You need to walk forwards right now. Okay, again, he's around the corner. I would throw Suzu right now into the wall over here on the right, which would cleanse the purple and prevent him from being charged and heal him all at once. All right, so you don't Suzu at all because you're attacking, which is a big mistake. Your Rein's dead. Once your Rein's dead, the fight's over. Like nothing here is gonna matter. You're just gonna get walked over in a second. All right, again, you see, once the Rein's up, like nobody can stop the card at this point. Nothing else here matters in any way. You should just die. Right? Force Shatter for no reason. Right? And then you die. And you might think, okay, I still have a long time. That was bad. Because the card keeps moving the whole time, and now you're staggered. Now your team is coming back out, and you aren't able to come out with them. You should have died with the rest of your team. Okay, so again, another charge. So you don't have Swift Step right now, so just throw Suzu. Right? Walk to the left and then throw Suzu. Do none of the things and you just get charged and killed. As a reminder, Swift Step gives you invulnerability, right? In fact, it actually is better than vulnerability. It actually makes you like basically not on the map. Like things will go through you. Like the Rein will just literally go through you. Like you're like a ghost form. Alright, come back out right now. You guys have lost the first point. Again, I would say heal your junk here. Definitely Suzu your junk who's purple. Oh, you don't have Suzu. Why don't you have Suzu? Where'd you lose? Okay, so you don't actually need to throw Suzu here. So watch. I know that your Moira is low, and it's good advice in general to throw Suzu at people who are critical health. I think that's a good rule in general. However, the only person here is the Rein. Right? And he has a shield up and 1 health. So obviously the Rein is not trying to kill your Moira. I think you just heal the Moira here. And if the Rein tries to go for a Fire Strike, then you can throw Suzu. But throwing Suzu here is a big mistake. You didn't need to do it, right? You see? She's like totally fine. By the time you Suzu, she was already at 180 health. She's not even one-shotable anymore. So not having Suzu here is a big problem because you're going to watch your junk. It's going to get purpled here. Right? So now he's unhealable because he's got Anti-Nade, purple, right? And if you could Suzu him right now, that would be huge. For some reason, nobody wants to kill your junk. Great. I guess we'll take this. Alright, you see how low that junk is? You could have thrown kunais. I think that's a reasonable time to throw kunais. You should heal your junk now. Right, remember, try to heal the whole heal. Yeah. Alright, your junk is being crazy. Okay, you hear this on your left and you're just not reacting. Right? Again, I don't know if you have directional sound or not, but watch. See, the Rein is clearly coming on the left. He's walking right here. You should hear him, right, for sure. And you just kind of walk into him as he starts swinging. And then you don't react at all. You Suzu. You're going to need to Swift Step to your junk here. Or just walk away and get lucky because Orisa pushed him away. But you're very lucky to not die there. Don't eat the Fire Strike. I think this is a reasonable Kitsune rush here. I don't think you need it anymore, but... Right, the Rein's going to die because he's overextended. Don't run a straight line at Hanzo. That's how you get killed by arrows. Okay, right there. She gets trapped. I would throw Suzu right away because she's super low. Okay, and the junk could just fire over the top or throw concussion mine or some whatever and kill the Sombra. You should have thrown Swift Step right away to free from the trap. Also, you need to recognize you need to get to your Orisa. Okay, get ready to throw Suzu. Right, good, right, great timing. Okay, you throw Kitsune, but now is not such a good time because it's just you two versus 4. Right? You want to throw Kitsune in even situations where you can turn it around, and this is not an even situation. Right? You do a bunch of attacking, but like this doesn't do anything. You see, they just cover, and nothing happens. You didn't need that Suzu. You weren't even gonna be in range of the dragon. Right? You already Suzu'd when you were out of range of the dragon anyway. So now you don't Suzu again. Okay, this is very unfortunate. You need to switch up or Suzu right away. The instant you get up, you should Suzu. You get away with it, but this, I'm telling you, you should die. You should die in this situation. Your instinct when you get up should be to Suzu right away to prevent yourself from taking any follow-up damage, and then switch step. Okay, tricky situation. Everybody's got beat, so nobody's gonna get any kills. I think switch stepping here is good, right? Just play your tank, just keep your tank up. Suzu, yep, that's good. Right, kill a Lucio. Don't spend too much time on this. Again, you should heal your Sombra. Cool. For the record, the position that your whole team is playing is not typical at all. This is typically actually very easy for the opposing team to roll you over because there's no cover here, but weird stuff happens in low rank games. Because no one's actually taking advantage of cover the way they should. I don't think you need to switch step here. Right? So I get that you lose LOS of your Orisa. I think you can just walk up here and do a little bit more time. Right? I don't expect my Orisa to instantly die here. Right? Coalescence has already been popped. I can see my Orisa's not critical. Right? You can see up here also as well, the Orisa's only at 2/3 health. Right? And then you swift step in right there. And then yeah, I think you could just play that a little more defensively. I don't know why you're climbing up like you're worried about something. Just keep playing, right? You're not even being targeted. Maybe you thought the friendly tire was the enemy tire, is the only thing I can think of. But you should go in and play tight with your Orisa right now. Because right now it's chase down mode. Okay? Like you're just trying to kill the stragglers here and make sure they don't get away and regroup with their team. Don't Suzu there. He's not in danger. Terra Surge is coming. So when they spin forwards like that for Orisa, you should expect Terra Surge to come. So you don't want to be close to her. Alright, Kitsune. This is an okay Kitsune. Someone needs to heal your junk in the back. I feel like he's actually been quite low for a while. Yeah. See, you gotta heal this junk. Just gotta look around a little more. But I think this is actually a pretty good Kitsune. Your whole team is basically grouped up, and their team was close enough that they had to fight in Kitsune. So that's good so far. Wait, you die? How do you die? Okay. The flank. So, what could you have done about this? I think the key thing is just figure out where the Widow is, or there is a Widow. So you can hear on the left. It's tough. This will be a little better in video, but it's hard for me to hear. But you could hear the Widow walking up. Like right over here, you should have been able to hear the Widow. And for sure, at that point, once she fired that, you 100% should have known. And then at that point, you should have immediately turned to face her and just AD strafe, right? Left-right strafe, and then throw the Suzu down when you get a chance, and then swift step to somebody in cover. And that's how you would survive here. But just not dodging at all and not being aware of her presence is a big deal. Definitely directional sound, really key. Okay. Where's Pop Coalescence? So your team has momentum. You should try to advance with this, right? She's purple, so throw Suzu to cleanse purple. That's your like your instinctive reaction, because she can't regenerate her health right now while she's purple. Very lucky that she didn't die there. Then you throw Suzu way too late. you end up winning this match? I'd assume so, based on the timing. Oh, maybe you don't. Yeah, you don't win this match. Okay, cool. So let's focus on the last. Let's focus on the last match, on the last fight, and see what you could have done to swing this. All right. So you have Ram ulti, you have Kiriko ulti here. So again, with ulti, you gotta time it so that everyone's ready to use it. Okay, you want your tank to be here, you want your DPS to be here, and you want everybody to be here. So Sombra goes in on her own, that's unfortunate, but you're not gonna be able to wait for her probably. She can come in late. Alright, so you pop rush, but your tank's not here yet. Like your team's not ready. You have 25 seconds. Like, you have plenty of time to get to this card. I wouldn't fret about this. Right? How far does it you have to go? You go good ways. So yeah, I think the rush is too early. Make sure your whole team is actually there, or at least 4 people on your team here. Right? The only reason you wouldn't wait here is because you don't have a lot of time. I don't think you can wait so long for the Sombra to respawn. But you for sure did not make good use of this. Because if you see what happens when you pop rush, the enemy team, as soon as you pop rush, are going to hide. Okay, watch them at the top. You see? They're all going to scatter, right, and hide behind the cart. And the problem is that now your tank needs to run a really long distance before you can start fighting them at all. And so most of this Kitsune rush is going to get wasted as a result. Alright, he pops ulti. Not much you could do about that. I think you could have, if you were aware. Oh, actually, right here, you should have healed your junk. That's a continual problem, is that you're not healing DPS who are next to you. Not a good time for attacking. Also, you're healing the Sombra, which gives her away where her position is. Alright, so right there, you should heal, and then Suzu, right? As soon as this happens, you definitely need Suzu. Yeah, you could have saved that junk for sure, because they actually trade right here. So just keep your Ramatra up. That is not a Suzu that's going to do anything. Right. Your Ramatra is at half, but like not about to instantly die or anything. I don't think you need Suzu. Just keep healing. You also miss him with the Suzu. They pop beat, that's fine. Again, just keep healing some Ramatra, and then eventually you can carry this fight. Alright, you don't want to die. I don't know about that Swift Step. I think you heard the Lucio and got nervous, but the Lucio's not going to one-tap you. You have plenty of time. I don't think you Swift Step there. Okay, you throw Suzu, but is it a good Suzu? Nah, you miss the Ramatra completely. So I would Swift Step right now to your Ramatra, probably, because I think Whole Hog is about to end, and your Ramatra really needs healing. And then Tyre kills everybody. Okay, yeah, I think number 1, keep your junk alive. That would have made a big difference, right? Would have burned down the Hog, which you easily could have done. 2, Kiriko timing was, or Kitsune Rush timing was off. And then from there, it's pretty tough for your team to do anything because you're just consistently down. Also, you're healing the Sombra, which was really in position. All right, so overall big takeaways, I would say number 1, focus on healing, especially healing DPS next to you who are low. That's very, very high value. Number 2, Suzu usage. Just actually using Suzu when you need it. It's got a very long cooldown, so using it when you don't need it is very problematic. Like, always think, like, do I really need to Suzu here? If not, don't do it. And then 3 is Kitsune Rush usage, I would also say, is not ideal. I need to wait for your team to actually be grouped up to make use of it. Okay, hope that's helpful.